guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my tattoos and just kind of letting you know all about why I got them, what they mean, did they hurt, all that sort of fun stuff. So if your Monday evening is in need of a little bit of tattoo inspo, just keep watching. So I actually only have 2 tattoos, but I'm not really planning on getting more, and by that I mean I'm not closed to the idea of getting any more tattoos. I just can't think of anything else that I'd really want right now. So I decided to just go ahead and do a video about it because most people are actually really surprised when they find out that I do have a tattoo. I can't tell you how many people are like, wow, I had no idea that you had one, or honestly, I always forget that you have one. I forget that I have one sometimes too. I got this one on my ribs about 3 years ago, so it's not something that I see every day. So when I got my second one, I wanted it in a place that I couldn't really see every day. So the meaning of my tattoos. To explain the meaning of my first tattoo, we're going to have to dive into the Bible a little bit, and I'm not going to get super religious on you or anything right now. This is just the verses from the Bible that all influenced this tattoo. So, Genesis 1:27 says, God created man in his own image. Another really popular verse that I feel like a lot of you would know was, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Through John 1:1 and 1:14, we can infer God honored us by fearfully and wonderfully making the Word flesh. But it is actually the soul of us humans that bears God's image the most. Even on a philosophical level, humans are set apart from other creatures on earth by our ability to make moral decisions. So that brings us to the actual verse from the Bible that this tattoo is quote unquote verbatim from Psalm 139:14. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well. All of us here, humans, are fearfully and wonderfully made because we were made in God's image, not just physically, but on a spiritual level as well. And we're all fearfully and wonderfully made through the individuality of each of our souls and personalities and minds and emotions, everything that makes us unique. So when I went to get this tattoo, I had been thinking about it for a long time. I knew that I wanted that quote. I wanted one on my ribs for forever. Everyone told me, oh my goodness, don't get your first one on your ribs, it's gonna hurt so bad, because apparently it's one of like the most sensitive spots. I was in the mindset like, well, I don't really have any pain to compare it to, so let's get it on the ribs first. So it hurt, yeah, it hurt. It wasn't overwhelming, and I thought it would hurt worse than it did. Compared to my second tattoo, pain-wise, I don't really remember because it was so long ago. It took a lot longer than the second one did. So the second one took him probably about 2 minutes, and I actually have the full video of getting that one. That happened about a week ago. How many lines is that?
Half of one. You wanted a square, right?
It's good. So with my second tattoo, I wasn't even planning on getting this one at all. I went to the tattoo parlor with Caitlin because she was getting a tattoo for her dog Kingsley, who passed away, and it was his birthday last week, so she wanted to get something in remembrance of him. And we were talking to the tattoo artist, and he looks at me and he asks if I'm getting one that day too. And I was not planning on getting this one. I had my second tattoo idea in mind for probably about a year or two, honestly. But I always wanted to have like a cool story. Like I wanted to be like, oh yeah, no, I got this tattoo when I went to Bali. And I actually, this is so crazy, but I have a friend who is in the Air Force and he flies planes, and he does tattoos in the sky. So when I found that out, I was like, you have to get me a tattoo in the sky. Put a tattoo on me in the sky. But he doesn't live here, so it's like impossible to make this happen. So when the tattoo artist asked me if I'm gonna get one today, and I've been thinking about this tattoo forever, I just decided, you know what? Let's do it. I got this tattoo inspo from 2 different pictures that I saw, but I had my own meaning for getting it. And I'll put the pictures of my where I got the inspo somewhere up here on the screen. So I got one from Olive Cook, and she had an upside down triangle right here on her forearm. And I really loved the placement of that, and I loved the ideas, and that's when I started researching what that actually meant. I'm not sure why she got it, but I kind of formed a reason for myself to get it. But then, like I said before, I wasn't too crazy about being able to look down and seeing my tattoo 24/7, although I do think that would be a really cute place to put it. Then I saw Gypset Goddess, and she has a tattoo on the back of her arm right there. And at first I wanted to get a word right there too, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna get my triangle here, my not gypset, but my word back here, and I had all these plans. I wasn't 100% in love with either of those two things, so I decided, oh, well, let's just combine them. Let me get the triangle on the back of my arm, duh. So what this tattoo actually means to me. So I got this triangle because I am super duper, if you know me at all, know that I am super into astrology. I mean, I'm also, obviously from my first tattoo, I've kind of showed you that I am pretty religious as well, but I do believe, we're not gonna get too into this right now. I do believe that those two things go hand in hand, and that God is the being that makes it all happen and come together. Yes, I believe in astrology, but I believe that God works through astrology to make us all the way that we are. So I got this triangle because I'm a water sign, I'm a Scorpio. The point down triangle represents female energy, but it also represents the element water, which is a feminine element. So not only is it kind of showing my femininity, why can I not say that word? The point down triangle also represents a descent into the physical world. A point up triangle represents ascension into the spiritual world. I spend a lot of my energy and my thoughts already thinking about spirituality, what each small thing that happens could mean in the big grand scheme of things. This point down triangle is a reminder of myself. Be more present here in this physical time and space that I am in right now, because that is just as important as all of that other stuff. So yeah, that is all about my tattoos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you a little bit of tattoo inspo. Make sure to give the video a big thumbs up if you did, and make sure to leave any questions or comments or concerns, video requests, anything you have to say down below. I try my best to respond to you guys, but it is really hard sometimes. Make sure to subscribe down low before you go. Hit that notification bell so you can see next time I post a new video, which will be sometime next week, and I will see y'all then. Bye guys.